Have you ever had a favorite pencil? You refuse to use any other pencil, so you sharpen it, and you sharpen it, and you sharpen it, until eventually it becomes a little nubby pencil? Well, that's kind of like erosion, except instead of a pencil, there is a large landform, and instead of a sharpener, there's geological forces. We get into all about erosion right now. Erosion is a process which is constantly shaping the look of our planet. It's like a sculptor or an artist, but nature's version. But what is erosion exactly? Erosion is a geological process that occurs when materials are worn away and then carried elsewhere. Erosion is often confused with weathering, which is another process that breaks down materials. However, weathering only breaks the materials down and doesn't move the material elsewhere. Erosion does both. Not only does it break the material down, but it moves it elsewhere. Multi-talented. Nice job, erosion. Most erosion is performed by liquid water, wind, or ice in the form of a glacier, or as people in England like to say, glacier. Kind of like that better. Glacier. Glacier. Sounds cooler. Now, erosion can happen in two ways, physical or chemical. Physical erosion is when rocks or materials are broken down, but do not change their chemical composition. Material can get smaller, smoother, or both. You ever look for that perfect skipping rock on the edge of a lake or river, one that's nice and smooth and flat? Well, those rocks weren't always like that. They were worn down over a very long period of time by erosion. So, thanks erosion. It allows us to skip them. My record is 17. You can't beat it. And if you do, don't even tell me. The other type of erosion is called chemical erosion. Chemical erosion occurs when a material's chemical composition changes, like when iron rusts or limestone dissolves due to carbonation. In this video, we are going to focus on physical erosion, but I wanted to make you aware of the other type because I'm a nice guy. So let's circle back to some of the causes and look at some examples of erosion caused by water, wind, or ice. Water is a super erosion agent. It's constantly eroding material on our planet. Rivers carve canyons through rock because it's constantly flowing. For example, the Grand Canyon behind me, fantastic, was caused by the Colorado River. Ocean waves can also crash against cliffs, and waves even at a small lake can slowly but surely erode rocks on the shore. Now, it might be really difficult to imagine something like water breaking down rock because rock is so tough and hard. But it's important to remember that erosion does not happen overnight. It takes a long time for this stuff to actually work. It's like if you're with a friend, sibling, or anyone who might annoy you and they keep asking you the same question, like, can I try? 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 Eventually, you crack. Yes, here, take it. Gosh. Go away. Along with rivers, oceans, lakes, and other bodies of water, rain can also cause erosion. When rain falls down on the soil, it can displace it or move it and then carry it off elsewhere. All right, that's enough about water. Let's move into our next erosion agent, wind. As wind blows, it can pick up tiny pieces of rocks and sediment. When it blows hard enough, it takes those and carries them and blasts them into rocks and other things, slowly eroding them away. I'm sure you've probably heard of sand dunes. Well, that's wind erosion at work. Large wind gusts pick up and carry large amounts of sediment, depositing it all in one place, creating these sand dunes. When a large amount of sediment is carried from one place to another and builds up, that is called deposition. You can think about it like humans deposit or place money in a bank. Well, that's the same thing. The wind or other eroding agent is taking that sediment away and placing it somewhere else. I haven't deposited money in a bank in a while. Help me. Wind can also erode mountains and cliff faces. There's even a special name for rocks that have been shaped by wind erosion. They are called ventifacts. Not the best name, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty mid, but, hey, at least they're getting recognized. Maybe we can think of a new one. Windy rocks. Wind rocks. Rock winds. Wind. I give up. Wind erosion can also be extremely damaging to farmers if there is a drought or their soil is unhealthy. The Great American Dust Bowl in the 1930s was a great example of how damaging and powerful wind erosion can be. All right, we've done water, we've done wind. Let's move on to ice in the form of glaciers. Glaciers are huge, slow-moving bodies of ice. Now, as glaciers move, they can pick up materials from the surface, such as rocks. I wonder if it's like picky about which one it wants to get. Like, oh, I want that one. Ooh, that's a nice one. No, not you. You're too small. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. I don't like you. Sorry. It's not you, it's me. It's us. No, it's definitely you. As a glacier collects rocks, these rocks begin to scrape against the surface. shaping the landscape. During the last ice age, glaciers shaped a huge part of North America. Ice is like nature's bulldozer. They also created the wonderful fjords that you see in places like Norway and Sweden, and even the Great Lakes. So those three things can cause erosion, but the amount of erosion in a given area also includes other factors, such as climate, topography, which just means like what's going on the surface, so the rivers, land, mountains, that kind of stuff, vegetation, plants, and tectonic activity, which is what's going on under the surface with the tectonic plates. But climate is perhaps the most important factor when it comes to erosion in a given area. Unfortunately, erosion is not just caused by Mother Nature. Humans play a big role as well, because of course we do. Building, farming, and deforestation, or the cutting down of trees, can destabilize an ecosystem extremely quickly and speed up erosion. Really simple things can help stop erosion caused by humans, such as the creating of barriers, the planting of trees, and just generally being smart about how we use the land around us. All these can play a big role in help slowing down erosion caused by humans. So that's it, everyone. Erosion is a natural geological process which shapes the world around us. You can think about it like nature's sculptor. It is caused by wind, water, and ice, glaciers. Erosion is a little bit different than weathering, because weathering does not move the materials. When materials are moved and deposited in one area, we call it deposition. And just remember, it does not happen overnight. This process takes an extremely long time, but the effects are everywhere to see around you in the world. All right, that's it for me. Have a good one.